everyone, what's up? It's your girl Dom and I am back to YouTube. I have been gone for 2 years. It's been a long 2 years, but I am back. I am better. I am so excited to tell you all what I have planned for my channel, and I am so excited to just be back. So thank you to everybody who had been subscribing even when I wasn't making any videos. I know we're only at like 1,000, I think 1,005 or 1,035 or something like that. But we're gonna get this thing moving on up. We're gonna get more and more subscribers with the new content that I'm gonna be popping out. I really wanted to come and share some good little motivational tips with you all when it comes to my absence, like some things I learned from being away from doing YouTube, and some things that I've learned just through this whole 2020 year, being stuck in the house and trying to figure out what it was that I wanted to do with my life. So I am going to be explaining all of that. Yeah, there's really nothing else more to this intro, because I know a lot of us who kind of nosy, we want to know people's business, we want to know what's been going on. Some people have been looking for me. Shout out to, I don't know her name, but there was a girl who commented under one of my pictures and was like, are you coming back to YouTube? And I was like, somebody looking for me? So shout out to you. This is for you. You actually are one of the biggest reasons why I said I needed to get back onto YouTube. And finally, I am here, and I am going to explain every little thing that had been kind of happening and forming into what my channel is going to be now. So let's get right into it. Okie doke. So let's go into the real reason why I actually stopped recording videos and stopped doing uploads altogether. I was using Adobe software. They do have a like movie video editing in their little package, because you know Adobe has Photoshop, they have Lightroom, and a whole bunch of other editing tools that you can get bundles with. And so I was using a movie editing tool that they had, and for whatever reason it stopped working and cooperating with my laptop, and I could not edit or upload any of the videos. I would actually be able to edit, but when it came to uploading them, they wouldn't work, and I don't know why. And so this is my tip number one for everybody. Do not give up on something just because something is not working for you at the time. Do your research and figure it out if it's something that you really want to do. And that's not something that I did. I literally sat there and got frustrated, got upset. I thought I was wasting my time. I thought maybe YouTube is just not something for me. But I didn't even research to see if there was a different software I could be using. I didn't research to see if maybe there was a free program out there. I did none of that. I did call tech support. I did do all that with Adobe, and they couldn't even fix it. So I felt like that was wasting my time, to be honest. So I kind of just gave up on the YouTube thing. I hung it up and said, God, what is there I could be doing? What else could I be doing? So just research and do what you need to do to get things to work when you're really, really wanting it to work. If you're really passionate about it, or if you're really eager to become whatever it is that you want to become. If it comes with YouTube, you know, if you want to run track, or if you want to play basketball, whatever the case may be, whatever your dream is, go hard for it. Whatever your passion is, go hard for it. Figure it out, because no one's going to do the work for you but you. Okay? Then I ended up getting into a relationship which I felt like I didn't really have. I felt like that wasn't the right time for a relationship. I did have to get my gallbladder removed. I was having a lot of stomach pains and a lot of stomach issues. It was at one point where I wasn't eating for like a few days out of the week. I wouldn't eat anything because I was scared that if I would eat, I would feel sick. So I would just like not eat at all. And come to find out, my gallbladder had been removed. So everybody out there, just be cautious of eating too much processed and fried food. I know that was my problem, was I was eating a lot of fried food. Because I was a server, I was always eating French fries on the side. Sometimes I would eat chicken sandwiches, chicken wings, because I had a thing about chicken wings. And then they had these Southwestern egg roll things. I used to eat that. It wasn't Chili's, I didn't work at Chili's, but they had something like Chili's where it was like an egg roll, and it was so good. And yeah, I would eat those all the time, and that's nothing but grease, 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 grease. So my gallbladder ended up, you know, kind of this not functioning properly, and I had to get it removed. So there's that. And then through that whole process, I started to realize from 2020, not even the whole year of 2019, I was, you know, doing a little bit of modeling here and there, and I was doing different things, but I wasn't 100% sure what I should be doing. I was just kind of doing this, doing that, and I wasn't really sure what it was. So finally, with me taking a look back on it all, and me really just praying and understanding my spirituality a little bit better, understanding prayer, understanding manifestation, and understanding how, you know, your words can really create your world. Tip number 2, watch what you say. You know, really put that positive energy out there, because your words can come back on you, and karma, honey, is real. I don't know if you believe in her, but she will boop, 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 knock you right out, okay? So you got to be careful. Then 2020, this year, I started to do things that I was afraid to do. I picked up a sewing machine. I started with doing masks, and then I started to do certain little projects, understanding different techniques with my sewing machine. I'm still a very, 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 very much so a beginner, but the fact that I was just like not even worried about all of that, and I picked up a sewing machine, something that I've wanted to do for the longest, that really, really, really opened up a lot of different things in my brain, like so many ideas, so many just creative thoughts started flowing a lot just from me buying a sewing machine. So to sum that all up, I gave up on YouTube because of an error, but I'm glad that I stepped away from YouTube because I felt like I was doing videos that I wasn't passionate about. I was doing makeup videos and hair tutorials and things like that, and those are things that I'm not passionate about. Those are things that I like, but I'm not passionate about hair. I'm not passionate about makeup. I'm passionate about thrifting. That was the whole point of my first YouTube and the name The Thrift Queen, because I was passionate about thrifting. I love to change this thing to look like this, and I love to go shopping and do hauls and find really dope pieces. Like, that was the whole point of The Thrift Queen. I wanted to do different little challenges and everything, but I felt like, and I'm keeping it 100 with everybody, I felt like I was doing those videos, like those makeup videos, those hair tutorials, because I knew I could get more views. I knew that people would view it, and I knew that I could get more subscribers. So I apologize to anybody who thinks that's like, oh, that's messed up. But you know, I'm being real. I'm being very honest. That's the reason why I really was doing those videos. It wasn't because that's something that I enjoyed doing. I was just doing those videos because I knew that I could get the views. And I would hear people tell me that, girl, you better do a video of this because, you know, you good at it. You da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But I want to now do videos of things that I'm passionate about. And I'm passionate about thrifting. I'm passionate about fashion. That is what I love. That is what I like to do. I actually just did a tutorial on this like crop top sweater thing and how I transformed this sweater. This is actually a inspiration by a vintage clothing brand called Washington Ave. If you ever heard of them, on their Instagram, their clothes are fire. Like, they have some really dope stuff. They do a lot of reworked vintage clothing, and it's gorgeous, it's beautiful. So check them out, by the way. But they inspired me, and I created this. It was kind of like something that they did, one of the sweater looks. And that's what I want to bring to y'all. You know, I want to bring you my sewing tutorials for beginners, because I'm still a beginner. I want to bring you guys hauls, thrift travels, where my boyfriend and I, we're going to be traveling around different cities and eventually different states, eventually different countries, where we're going to show you guys like what that city and what that state is working with when it comes to thrifting. I'm going to do $10, $20 thrift challenges, maybe even $50 thrift challenges. I want to do lookbooks. I want to do just different little things. I definitely know for sure the sewing tutorials and reworked items is going to be a really big one that I'm going to do, because I like to do that. I like to get on my sewing machine and create a whole new outfit out of a t-shirt. I know a lot of people do that on here, but I want to show you what I'm working with. You know, I want to show you my style and what I like. And that's really the biggest thing about this whole entire experience from being off of YouTube, was the fact that I found out what I truly am passionate about. And I want to share that with you guys, because that's who I am. Fashion is my passion. As corny as it sounds, that is who I am, and that's what I want to show to the world. I want to show my craft and my talent. You know, eventually my camera, my lighting equipment, and everything is going to get better. And I think that I was so focused on that. Like, I was so focused on having a good camera. I was so focused on having good lighting. So focused on these like big things that I just couldn't afford at the time. So a couple other little tips for my other people out there: do what you're passionate about. Don't do what's hot. Don't do what's, you know, out there just because people are doing it and they're making a quick come up. Do what you're passionate about, because it will go so much further when you're doing that than just doing little things just because. Not only that, but you also want to not think about what you don't have. Think about what you have right now. What can I use to start up something big? Like, do I have something in my closet that I can take out and transform? Do I have, you know, a cousin or an auntie who might be giving away clothes? Like, that's what I do. I have gotten so many shirts and so many things from my mom. I've even transformed a couple things that my mom gave me, because that was just me practicing. So don't think about what you don't have. Think about what you do have right now. Think about how you can save for something. Maybe you need to take a picture or print out a picture, or, you know, whatever you need to do, put it on your wall and say, hey, this date, I'm gonna save up the money because I'm gonna get this, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that. Like, do whatever you need to do to really put it out there in the atmosphere. Manifest it, honey. Pray over it. Even if somebody asks you like something that you might want, like, you never know, somebody might bless you with something, and you'll be surprised how many people do that. So that is where I've been out here trying to figure out what it is I really want to do. Like, what am I passionate about? I finally figured it out. 2020 has been a rough year for a lot of people, but I'm not gonna lie, 2020 was my year of no fear. I let go of fear of a lot of things. I still have a couple things I'm working on, as far as when it goes to fear and being afraid, but I'm working on a lot of things that I know I need to let go, because 2020 still is not over. It's still like another month to go. December, can you believe we're already at December? It felt like yesterday I was just in my room praying about what I want for 2020, and now December is about to be here. So that is pretty much everything. Like, that's what's been going on. I am so excited to show you guys a video. I actually did do a sewing tutorial already on this, so it is going to be coming out. I'm going to show you guys how I made this. This was super simple. This is for, you know, maybe you're in an area where it's kind of cold, but it's not really cold. Like, I'm in Florida. It don't really get cold like that. It get cold like a little bit in the morning, and then in the afternoon it's like 80 degrees. So this is kind of perfect for the weather that I'm working with. But the tutorial is coming up for this. I am so excited to be back. I'm so excited to just go ahead and dive in and show y'all what I'm working with. So stay tuned. If you're excited and you want to join the team, if you want to join my channel, go ahead and subscribe, go ahead and share. Follow all of my social medias at the bottom. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really a big social media person, but I'm working on it, because I know that's the way people see your content and see your stuff. So I'm working on it. But my Instagrams are down below. I do have a vintage clothing store as well called Apartment 731. If you want to go look at that, if you're interested in any of the items, the instructions on how you can purchase is on my page. So that Instagram is also down below as well. That is really all I have for you all. I hope you wrote down a couple tips. Tell me what you think about the video. Give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.